Hello, gorgeous. Okay, good. I love this for us. Okay, fair. Ooh. Okay, good. Okay, I'll do that. How many outfits, like, do you think I should bring? And also, like, will we go back to your apartment and change, or, like... Okay. Okay. Hello everyone. Sorry if you could hear the background noise of the heater on, but I need it on because it's very cold. This morning I took you through my little morning routine. I wanted to do yoga this morning, but there was not time allotted because I had made plans with my friend Jade for us to shoot content, and I woke up a little bit late. On the weekends I really just let myself sleep. Sometimes I have a hard time falling asleep at night just from, like, I don't know, whatever. Sometimes I just have a hard time. Other times I fall asleep like a baby. It really just depends on the day. But last night I didn't fall asleep till around like 2:30 for whatever reason. So I just like let myself sleep in and gave my body the rest that it needed and deserved. And I didn't really film like me getting ready for pictures or anything like that because I was running a little bit late to meet Jade. We had like agreed on 1 p.m. But I didn't get there till like closer to 2, which honestly is fair because I ordered groceries and I was waiting for them to get delivered. And also I'm just like always late and always like cannot predict when I'm gonna get somewhere on time. So that's something that I guess I need to work on. So I edited all of my pictures and I made dinner. My room and the kitchen are just a mess. I like try and clean as I go, but sometimes it's just like a little tornado when I'm busy and doing things. So my first stop is gonna clean the kitchen. I'm gonna listen to some music to kind of like make the time go by. I am really excited about these pictures. I posted a set from today. I ended up being able to push it out. And I made dinner, so I like did everything that I needed to do, which is great, but it's like super late. It's like honestly like 10:30 and I have like a lot of stuff I have to do. I'm also gonna shower tonight, and I wash my hair every other day, and tonight's a night that I wash my hair, so I have to do that. I suspect that I'll be laying down in bed around 12 o'clock, but what I really want to do right now is clean the kitchen, then I want to shower, then after my shower I want to clean my room. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I felt like I was doing so good vlogging in the beginning of the day, and then like as the day went on I like really lost it. I like hate being alone at the apartment because it's just like gives me anxiety. Like I don't know, like love when my roommate is here. Like I just hate being alone, and I don't know, I feel like sometimes I just like get debilitated almost like when I'm by myself because it like freaks me out, and I'm just like like not that I think like anything's gonna happen, but I always just get like nervous being alone because I'm like, what if I pass out, or what if I like choke on my food, or like I don't know. Like I know that sounds just crazy, but I dropped my AirPod. But that's just seriously how my brain thinks. So kind of happy that I like have this video camera to talk to. It's like made me feel a little bit better, aka me having an existential crisis. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know, like I just get weird when I'm like by myself, and just gives me this boogity dookities. So let's like listen to some music to calm my anxiety. It was really off key, but whatever. hello, welcome. Cute or what? Okay. Hello everyone, I just got out of the shower. I just did like a quick little body rinse. I like to shower pretty much every single day, but I wash my hair every other day. It's so late right now, it's like almost 8 o'clock. I still didn't eat dinner and I'm like, I gotta get it together. I was in the middle of like vlogging kind of like a day in my life or just a vlog, whatever. It was on Sunday, it's like Wednesday now. Tried to vlog me like making dinner and stuff. I was not that great at it, and I was like supposed to do a bunch of other things, but then transparently I just had like crippling anxiety and I literally stayed up till 5 in the morning. And honestly, I have talked to like a few people about this, and like some of them are understanding, but other people are just like, oh, like I love when my roommates leave, or like I love being by myself. And like for sure, but like for a small duration of time. Like if I wanted to live by my actual self, I would have just done that. I literally moved 1,000 miles away from my parents and my family and my home base. Even though New Jersey is like my home state, I just feel like home isn't necessarily a place, it's just like the people. And I moved away from home. My family's like all spread out, and that's something that I've never had to experience before, and it's quite an adjustment, especially during a pandemic, because it's not like I'm living my normal life as I would pre-pandemic. Like I'm not going into the office, I'm not able to just like go out and about. And I just hate the narrative that people like keep spewing on to me of like, oh well, like it's good to be alone and like you need to be able to be alone. Like, okay, there's a difference between being independent and being isolated. And like I was saying before, like I'm so independent. Like I literally cleaned the whole apartment, deep cleaned it, cooked myself every single meal, organized my room, color coordinated my closet, like work every single day. I'm managing my own budget. Like, yes, she's independent, but like I don't want to be isolated. And I don't get like where the narrative comes in that like you need to be by yourself, and I like don't need to be by myself to prove a point. Like I know that I'm independent and I know that I like can do things on my own, but like what kind of life is that? What kind of life is coming home to an empty apartment, no pets, no friends, no significant others, no family, and just being by yourself all the time? Like you guys have to literally think in the context of COVID, not in the context of normal life. Like it's not like I'm going into the office being around people all day. Like no, this is my office. And I just saw a tweet, I felt like it was very relatable, so I'm gonna share it in this rant. It says, an editor said to me the other day, we are not working remotely, we are living at work. And that's how I feel. Like I'm literally living at my job and like there's nobody around. Like I'm literally just by myself all day. Like the only interaction I have, let me turn this off because she's loud. Because like I was literally texting someone, and like I normally like texting them and talking to them a lot. Like I feel like they're normally nice to chat with, but like they were just hitting me with a lot of judgment when I was just explaining how I was feeling. They're like, you're having anxiety because you're alone in your apartment, that's it, that's what's bothering you? And I was like, no, I'm having anxiety because I moved 1,000 miles away on my own for the first time during a freaking pandemic. I can't go to work, I can't go do things normally as I would. I'm not interacting with any human beings because my roommate is gone. And like I'm not mad at her or anything, like live your life, but I'm just saying my roommate is gone. For majority of the time that I've been here, she has been gone, so I've literally just been here by myself. Like by myself. Like I don't have a pet, like I don't have anything, like I'm literally just by myself. I decided that I'm gonna start vlogging again because one, I want to hold myself a little bit more accountable and try and do things that are a little bit more productive versus like literally having a panic attack in my bed and staying up till 5 in the morning. I know it's late again. I feel like I always make dinner so late. Like literally, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock, thank you. But like I do want to make dinner. I want to try and do like a meditative yoga before bed, and I want to try and read my book. I have been like moisturizing crazy ever since I came back to New Jersey. And now that I'm like experiencing a real winter, my skin has been so dry. I always used to think I had combination skin, and maybe to a degree I do, but after kind of experiencing this winter, I'm realizing, at least in the winter time, I have extremely dry skin. I really need to moisturize like every time I get out of the shower, and also probably TMI, but I also am like not the one to care about things like that, so whatever. I have been like experiencing like flakes in my hair, and honestly it's not dandruff. I work across hair care brands like for my job, so like I feel like I know a little bit more than the average person about things like that, but like dandruff is essentially when there's like too much oil in your hair, so like flakes up, and the flakes are kind of bigger and yellow, but the flakes that I've been experiencing are like very, very tiny, like almost microscopic and like white. And I'm sure that there are like different types of dandruff and whatever else, and I know I'm not like a skin expert, but I'm just saying from what I've picked up on the internet and just like from my thoughts and experiences, I'm thinking that I have like literally a dry scalp. So I don't know if you guys have ever experienced anything like that, let me know. But I'm gonna moisturize my body, and this is just, please focus, thank you. And this is just a body butter from the Body Shop. This is the almond milk and honey. Okay, so I just finished moisturizing. I'm gonna do my skincare routine later. Didn't add that to the list, we should. But really quickly, I just wanted to put some Burt's Bees on. This is literally like the best chapstick ever. But I just wanted to put that on because my lips were feeling very, very dry. And also, I would just like to mention that when you are like applying cream or anything like that, I feel like you should be super intentional with it and like take your time and like make it a self-care act. Like you do not need to be rushing through the self-care. Anyway, I'm gonna try to stay off my phone the whole duration of time that I'm cooking, slash off screens, because I literally just have a headache from working and I just like need a breather. So let's get into it, yeah? All right, this lighting is so bad, but it's just the reality of the situation. Like I can't make it any better. It's like so dark in here, so whatever. Yes. I made chicken the other day. I didn't like love her. It wasn't bad. I followed the recipe like pretty exactly, but I had never made it before, so I didn't like love her. But I don't feel like eating that again tonight. I didn't eat it yesterday either, so I definitely have to eat it tomorrow. But I want to make pasta like with it. There was like a sauce involved that I felt like was a little bit too watery. And if I am to eat it again, I want like a pasta base with the chicken because I feel like it will just make it better. But right now I'm gonna make some shrimp with riced cauliflower, and I have an avocado that's ready, so I'm gonna chop that up. I like making these like rice kind of based bowls. I just feel like they're really good if you have chicken or steak or shrimp. Kind of, you could literally take like whatever's in your fridge. I don't make it the same time every time, but like I said, I have an avocado, so I'm probably gonna add that in there. I have an onion that I'm gonna chop up, some garlic, some spinach, and I also have a red pepper. She might be on her last leg, she might be on her way out, we might not use her, we'll have to see. And I also have broccoli in there, which sucks because I did buy the broccoli to make with this shrimp, and I used it one time when I made the shrimp, but that was like a week ago, and honestly she's on her last leg too. It's so hard buying produce when you're like literally one person, and I can't eat the same thing every single day, and I need to kind of get better at like making meal plans so I could like not waste my food. So first of all, I'm just gonna grab a cutting board. I find it to be useful if you have kind of like those non-stick kind of I don't know, we have them like under here, you probably can't even see, but it's just like non-slip stickiness that you could put under here. It's like very helpful, but we don't have any extra, so I'll just be putting this on the counter. I'll be chopping up my garlic and my onion first because I'm gonna put that in the pan first. Also need some olive oil. I'm not gonna act like I'm an expert chef because I'm not, but at the same time you have to be realistic that not everyone even knows how to cook even a little bit, so I figure I might as well just share the little bit of skills that I do have. I have been getting my groceries delivered, so it is a little bit difficult shopping online instead of being in the store because I can't really spark ideas unless I just happen to see something as I'm scrolling. And also it's a little bit difficult because sometimes they don't have items in the store and the replacements that they offer just aren't what you want, so sometimes you don't always get what you want. But this is some shrimp that I got from Whole Foods. I ordered it off Amazon. So I'm just gonna put some of these shrimp in a strainer and I'm basically just gonna run hot water over them until they defrost. So these shrimp are pretty little, but I do want to be realistic and not put too much. Let's come on over here. So I have about this much shrimp And yeah, just gonna defrost them. Okay, like these kind of veins, like you don't have to take them out, but I like to, let me back in focus. You don't have to take those veins out, but I like to, just because why the hell not? I normally just take a knife and put it under, kind of like so, and just like flick out the vein. As gross as that sounds. Like I mentioned, these are peeled and deveined. You literally don't have to do this, but it just bothers me, so I like to. I don't know who be peeling and deveining these things, but I think I should be on the peeling and deveining committee, because I would not mark this as peeled and deveined in this state, truthfully. So next, I'm gonna take the onion. I hate chopping onions. I know that there's like a trick if you like put it under cold water or something that it's not supposed to make you tear up, but I feel like no matter what happens, I just always sob. So I like to use this knife. She's a good one. And yeah, so basically just chopping up the onion. I don't really think there's a right way to do this, but I put it on medium heat, and I'm gonna use this spatula here. I think I'll only use 1 clove of garlic for now. An easy way to kind of get all these things off is if you just press it underneath the cutting board. So you kind of just put the clove under and kind of just do that to it, like crush it. And since we're gonna chop this up anyway, it doesn't matter if it's crushed, but if your recipe doesn't call for it to necessarily be crushed or anything like that, like see how easy that peels off. If you need the clove to be intact, maybe don't do that, but it doesn't matter for the recipe. And I'm just gonna use the same knife. I like to chop off the ends of the garlic. You do not have to, but as you can probably tell from the shrimp, I like things done a certain way. All right, I'm gonna chop her up. I'm gonna put these in at the same time, so it doesn't really matter if they get mixed up on my cutting board. Honestly, I feel like I could probably do 2 cloves, but I'm just gonna commit to 1 because I am hungry and it is late. Now would be a great time to investigate if these peppers are worth salvaging. Ah, is this a bug? Oh my god, I'm gonna simply pass away. What is that? Okay, it's not a bug. I remember I had mushrooms in here some time ago. That is really scary. Okay. Ew. Lord have mercy, like she's not snapping. I like could use her. I am someone who gets really nervy about food expiration and things of that nature, so honestly I'm just gonna throw this out. You can come for my neck in the comments. I'm one person, I can't eat my produce fast enough. Like, it's a common problem, my god. Okay, we kind of just retired the red pepper because it was just not her moment right now. But with that, let's take this opportunity to, first of all, put this in the dishwasher. Okay, so essentially I put that on the pan. I am gonna wait till it starts getting fragrant and kind of crisping up a bit before I add the shrimp in. But yeah, I'm also someone who likes to clean up as I cook, so I'm gonna clean up like everything from my garlic and onion that I'd like to throw out. And just for context, this is kind of just the vibes that you want. Like, you kind of want it to be making this noise. Now I'm gonna go ahead and wash some spinach. Spinach, obviously, or maybe not obviously, maybe you don't cook or you're new to cooking, and that's literally fine. Spinach really gets a lot smaller when you cook it, so even if you take like this much, it's gonna be like a bite or two of spinach when it's all said and done. So I'm gonna take like a big handful and rinse it. There's better ways to rinse it than holding it like this, because the reality is if there is any dirt, it's probably not really gonna trickle down well. You could use a strainer. I only have one and I have my shrimp in it, so I'm just gonna go with this method, and that's pretty much the case. I do like to pat it dry with a paper towel, and I'll lay it out on my cutting board, just so I can put my spinach away and move on to my next step. Okay, now let's take a look at this rice. I'm assuming that we have to microwave it, but let's see what we gotta do. Place unopened bag in microwave. Do not pierce bag. Cook on high for about 4 to 6 minutes. Bag will slowly inflate. Let it sit. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna put this in the microwave for 4 to 6 minutes. So I'm gonna put it in for 5. I like rice cauliflower. I only got it because they didn't have frozen rice, not because I'm particularly healthy. But yeah, like I mentioned, that's kind of just what happens when you're not shopping for your own food. Now I have this avocado that I want to slice up, but I think I'll cut it in half. I'm gonna leave that on for a little while longer, and I think I'm gonna add my shrimp and spinach in at the same time, because chances are that they are gonna cook pretty much at the same rate, because they both cook really quickly. I'm essentially just going to use the remainder of this lemon. I think I'll make myself some lemon water and also use some of this in my food. So I'm just gonna cut it in half so it's easier to squeeze, because I don't have a lemon squeezer at the moment. What is this shady situation? Like, who? I think it's fine though. Ugh. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my shrimp in. That's pretty much it. While that is over there, I'm gonna take my avocado and I'm gonna dice it. I basically just like go down 3 times and go across 3 times, then I can squeeze and it comes out into cubes. I'm not gonna be shifty and like show that on camera because I'm probably gonna slice my fingers off. So she's still pretty steamy. She smells okay. She looks alright. I am gonna put this sun-dried tomatoes on top though. I might hate that, I don't know, I'm just spitballing here really. Why not? Okay, and then I'm gonna add the avocado. The bowl doesn't really seem to be big enough to house all this avocado that I have, so I'm gonna put 1/2 in at a time. The reason I kind of like to wait for all the steam and everything to pass is because I don't like the avocado to get like so hot and like melty. It's sketchy. But that is just what she looks like. That is just the case. So I think I'm just gonna eat a little bit of it and then like add more avocado as I eat it. And if I need more rice, I could add that too. I like using a spoon when I'm eating something like this. I just want to do like a quick taste test, see if it needs like olive oil or anything. Then I'm gonna go sit down. But let's see. Kind of like to mix it up too, just a little bit. She's not bad. Okay, good. For the most part, the kitchen is clean, but I'm just gonna leave a few things out so I could enjoy this while it's still hot. And I like to watch TV as I'm eating, so I'm gonna bring this into my room, watch some Dawson's Creek. Hello. It is a little noisy in here because I have the heat on. I don't normally keep the heat on in this room during the day, so it's like a little frigid, and there's like a really big window here, so yeah, I put the heat on because I thought it might be nice and relaxing as I do some nighttime yoga. I'm gonna do some stretching first. That's not gonna be guided, I'm just gonna do my own thing. and I'm just gonna listen to some meditative music. They have Spotify playlist that I normally just crack on shuffle, and that's pretty much it. This is my yoga mat. It's from Jade Yoga. It's blue. It's nice. Not really a yogi, not like a yoga master, so I know that there are different kinds of mats for different types of yoga. I don't know much about that.